class 9. Hope you all had a good time. Now again it's time to start the classes and prepare for the final examination. So children, now be sincere in your studies and send all the assignments on time, because now you must have known the value of assignments. Okay children, we will start with chapter number 8, propagation of sound waves. Now what is sound? Every day you hear sound from various sources. You hear the sound of morning alarm, you hear the sound of school bell, horn of a car, barking of animals, music of different instruments. So, although you do not see sound, but sound reaches your ears in the form of waves formed due to the vibration of particles of the medium. So, what is the definition of sound? Sound is a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. The waves, the sound is produced in the form of waves, and the waves are produced by the vibrations of the source which produces the sound. So, sound is produced when a body vibrates. Without vibration, sound will not be produced. For example, if we stretch a string by holding one end in the mouth between the teeth and the other end in one hand. So, if you pluck it near the middle, the string will start vibrating and it will produce sound. And if the string stops vibrating, no sound is heard. That means sound is produced by vibration. Similarly, if you take a thin wire and stretch it between two nails, this is the wire, and you place a bit of paper as a rider. This bit of paper is called as a rider near the middle, anywhere in the wire, and you pluck the wire. You pluck it with your finger. You will observe that the rider will fly off as the wire starts vibrating and a sound is heard. After some time the wire stops vibrating and no sound is heard. Similarly, if you take a turning fork and struck it against a rubber pad. The turning fork is a rectangular rod of steel or aluminium bent in the form of U, and it has a stem at the bend to hold. Now when you strike it against a rubber pad, the turning fork starts vibrating. The arms of the turning fork starts vibrating. Now you bring it near the tennis ball suspended from a support. You will see that as the arms of the turning fork start vibrating, the tennis ball also displaces from its position. The tennis ball starts oscillating and a sound, although feeble, but a sound is heard. So what happens? The turning fork causes vibration in the medium, in the air, and these vibrations are transferred to the tennis ball and also starts oscillating. Similarly, if you take a drum and beat it, the membrane vibrates, which can be felt by touching it, and the sound of the drum is heard. And when the membrane stops vibrating, no sound is heard. Similarly, if you take the musical instruments such as sitar or guitar, and if you pluck the strings start vibrating and then only sound is heard. So from these experiments, it is concluded that the sound is produced when the body vibrates. When the body stops vibrating, the sound produced by it ceases, means stops. Thus a vibrating body is a source of sound. And also sound is a form of energy, because mechanical energy is required to start vibrations in a body producing the sound. And the vibrations of the body are transmitted in the medium in the form of waves from that point to the next and so on. These waves reach our ears and they produce vibrations in our eardrum, which is perceived as the sound by us. The sound is a form of energy. Now, one more very important thing regarding sound, that sound always requires a material medium for its propagation. You know, sound is produced by vibrating body which travels from one place to the other through the mechanical vibrations of the medium particles in the form of waves. Thus, a material medium is required for the propagation of sound. Now, this can be demonstrated by this bell jar experiment. This is called a bell jar experiment. So, in this, a glass jar, airtight glass bell jar is taken and the electric bell is suspended inside the bell jar. The bell jar is connected to a vacuum pump and the bell is connected to the circuit containing a battery and a key. When we press the key, the circuit is complete and the bell starts ringing. The hammer of the electric bell strikes the gong and the sound of the bell is heard. Now, keeping the key still pressed, the air is gradually withdrawn from the jar by starting the vacuum pump. All the air is taken out. Now, it is noticed that the loudness of sound goes on decreasing as the air is taken out from the bell jar. And finally, no sound is heard when the entire air from the jar has been drawn out. The hammer of the bell is still seen striking the gong repeatedly. Hammer is striking the gong. That means bell is ringing. But the sound is not reaching us. This is because all the air has taken out. So, there is no medium inside the bell jar. And medium is always required for the propagation of sound. So, there is vacuum, means no medium. So, sound will not reach our ears. Thus, a material medium is necessary for the propagation of sound from one place to another. And one more thing, the requisites of the medium. The medium required for the propagation of sound should possess three properties. The medium must be elastic. Now, what is the meaning of elastic? The particles of the medium will come back to the initial position after displacement on either side. Like if you stretch an elastic and if you release it, it will come back to its original position. Same way, the medium particles may come back to the initial position after displacement on either side. That the particles are capable of vibrating about their mean position. So, this is called the elasticity of the medium. Second requisite is the medium must have inertia, so that particles may store chemical energy. Inertia means capacity of the particles to store energy. And third requisite is the medium should be frictionless, so that there is no loss of energy in the propagation of sound through it. Now, sound can propagate not only in gases but also in solids and liquids. Some materials such as air, water, iron, they can easily transmit sound through them from one place to another. On the other hand, some materials like blanket, thick curtains, they absorb most of the sound and they transmit or reflect only a small fraction of it. And as you know, sound requires a material medium, so sound cannot travel through vacuum. Now, on moon, since there is no medium, so no one can hear the sound produced by the others, because no medium, no propagation of sound.